Did you know that our historically African American, Latinx, Asian American, Native American, Indian American, and multicultural fraternities and sororities have been influential in shaping America through their contributions to their communities and the culture of our nation? From politics and public figures to science and innovation, these groups have had a profound impact on the world we live in. However, our groups also know how to have a good time with one another. And one way this is done is through the art of stepping, strolling, hopping, or saluting. These rhythmic performances are a vibrant part of Black Greek lettered organizations and other culturally based fraternities and sororities history. But for individuals who are not part of these organizations, there are a few things we should educate our fellow Greeks on when you see an organization performing. Never try to copy or imitate a call. It's always great to appreciate the camaraderie these organizations share, but please never try to copy or imitate an organization's calls. These calls, which date back to the time of slavery, were used to communicate over long distances. Today, they're used to acknowledge one another in public settings, especially during roll calls. 2. Hand signs are for members only. Throw what you know and not someone else's hand sign. Even though these gestures may not be formally recognized, similar to calls, they're a way for members of BGLOs and culturally based organizations to identify one another in public. While organizations have adopted the concept of hand signs, it's important to never try to imitate or copy a sign, as some have historical significance to the organization and its members. 3. Respect the performance. Lastly, as fun as it may look, never attempt to break a stroll line while an organization is performing. Strolling and stepping are ways to showcase togetherness and community within an organization, and interrupting this practice can be disrespectful. Strolling and stepping's African roots can be traced back to South Africa and Ghana. According to Sterling Stuckey, a professor of history at Northwestern University, the ring shout, a religious dance performed by African slaves, is a prime example. Participants would shuffle single file and counterclockwise to music, symbolizing the connection between the past, present, and future. If you know the steps, it meant you belong to that community. Over time, stepping evolved into strolling, defined as an organized line movement performed around the floor at a party. It's a cultural dance often performed in unison and in a circle, symbolizing unity and strength. This tradition has deep roots in both African and American history. Years later, this practice, along with the influence of the Black church, military GIs, and soul music groups, helped shape the modern form of strolling and stepping that we see today. Strolling and stepping are a staple on a college campus nationwide. While many culturally based organizations have adopted strolling out of respect for BGLOs, some choose to participate in strolling or saluting as an alternative to stepping. Here at AFLV, we appreciate and are thankful for our BGLOs and culturally based organizations' contributions to our spaces. We hope all attendees see the impact made when organizations from diverse spaces can share community with one another.